Today's episode: a new beginning at the Holy Ground.
One of the relatives used to have intimate relationship with me while I was still very young.
My life was not different from hers. I used to watch pornography most of the time. I would really feel like I am nothing.
I would see a lot of abusive things happening in the family. These things used to bring lots of pain and questions. I was dirty compared to other kids while growing up, as well as since one of the relatives also used to have like a intimate relationship with me while I was still very young, until a point where I understood that what was going on was not right. I always used to feel sorry for myself, and although I was coming to the church, I was not completely free from all these thoughts. Firstly, I used to have many suicidal thoughts. Mostly I would pray that, God could just take my life. I remember one time where my mom caught me while I was in the bathroom, and there was like a rope there that I was trying to tie up and put over my neck, but I was not successful since my mom caught me in the act, and then she took me to an assistant to speak with me. So I stopped trying physical means of self-harm or killing myself, but I always had those thoughts because I thought it was not worth it for me to be alive. I felt like a mistake in this world.
My life was not different from hers. During my childhood, I used to face a lot of loneliness. I used to stay in my room alone. I didn't have friends at that time. And I used to watch pornography most of the time. I would watch more like 3 hours a day. And it was something that I would do consistently. It would really affect me bad because I didn't see it as a right thing to do. But I struggled to stop watching it. I used to tell myself that I will stop watching it, but I find myself watching again. So I didn't have the power and the strength to stop watching pornography. It was really affecting me bad.
I always felt like there was a big void inside of me, and I used to question my purpose in life. I tried to fill the void by trying to date people, but at the end of the day, I always didn't feel like I was good enough.
I used to spend much time by myself in the room, and a lot of negative thoughts will come to my mind. I would really feel like I am nothing. I would never amount to anything. With the things I was doing, I felt as if like I didn't have value. And also in my household, my parents would argue. They would say bad words to each other. So this also changed my perspective towards marriage.
There was always a hook that Satan had on me to say, but you used to do this, nobody knows, and so forth. I took the decision to just surrender my all. And then from there, I was really free from those thoughts. I started to look at myself differently. And as time went by, I was more involved in the things of the church, in the work of God.
I was so tired of the loneliness because I spent much of the time alone. I didn't have friends at that time. And it came to a point where I prayed to God and I said, God, I'm tired of this situation. I cannot live like this anymore. And I remember the day when I was going to a barber shop to cut my hair, and I met a lady who was evangelizing. She spoke to me about the purpose of From Wounds to Scar, and she asked me if I needed a prayer, and I agreed. The thoughts came to my mind that, no, you should go to that church. Maybe you'll find help, but I kept on postponing. After going to several places searching for help, and I didn't find any, I saw the church as my last hope where I can find help. When I arrived in the church, the service of 7 o'clock had already finished. And I spoke to one assistant who explained to me about his journey in faith. And I asked if there will be another service. They told me that there is a service of 10 a.m. I stayed for the service and I wanted to commit myself. And because I had the belief that my life will change in this place, I attended the chains of prayers. I would come for Monday services, for Wednesday services, Friday services, and I will also not miss Sunday services. I kept on praying to God to change my life. I was delivered from the negative thoughts, from the desires to watch pornography, and God also blessed me with a job. My financial life was now doing well. I had started working in one of the government companies.
I used to see him. I would also hear pastors, people speaking well about him.
I was also observing her from a distance, and I admired her character and how she did the work of God.
I decided to give him a chance. We decided to go to the pastor for guidance on how dating works. And as time went by, when we were sure of each other, we decided to go to the pastor and also let him know that we would like to take our relationship to the next step and we would like to get married.
And then we got married, and from there our lives were transformed. We began to do well in our financial life, and we didn't miss anything material. She was working and I am working as well. I felt that there was something important that we missed inside of us. And this affected our relationship as well, because I used to be an impatient person and I was not really patient with my wife. I would shout. Sometimes I would speak words that I'm not supposed to speak to her.
I always also wanted to be heard and try and win in an argument. And whenever someone did something bad towards me, I'm not going to do anything good towards that person because they didn't deserve it. So I was that person that I was increasingly impatient, and also in the back of our minds, we would even discuss that, as much as we have so many things, there's this great pain that we have that we are not sure that what will happen to our souls when we die. What good is it for us to have so many things, but if our souls are not going to be with God one day? I thought I need to do something more in order for my life to change.
I understood that I did not prioritize the Holy Spirit. I didn't put him first, so I didn't take the importance of the Holy Spirit seriously. And for me, participating in the campaigns was about a blessing, not to receive the presence of God.
We went to the altar to sacrifice previously for many material things, and hence God has blessed us up to this far. But we were missing the most important blessing, which is the Holy Spirit.
Even though the campaign was not yet introduced in the church, but we decided to wake up midnight and seek the Holy Spirit and commit our lives to God. We took it very seriously because we know how long we lived without having the presence of God.
Even though it was not yet the time of the campaign of Israel, we purposed to give an offering that was a sacrifice from our behalf, only for the Holy Spirit.
And we heard that Bishop Ede Macedo will be coming to the Holy Ground.
Great excitement filled our souls, and we were sharing with each other that we do not want to miss it for anything. So we made sure to make all the preparations ready even the day before for us to be at Soweto Holy Ground early in the morning. Because we told ourselves we do not want to miss it for anything, and nor do we want to be right at the back. We want to be close towards the altar, closer to where the Bishop Eder Macedo was making the service. Indeed, we were able to sit on the third row, but the most important thing for us was the decision that we took on that day, that our life has to change.
Because we saw this as an opportunity for us to receive the presence of God.
One verse that marked our lives is the one that says, "Give and it will be given to you." And Bishop said, If you give your all, God will give you his all.
The same faith as you give,
ukholo lufanayo ke njengoba unikela,
it will be given back to you.
And then we had the opportunity to go in front of the altar. And when we were in front of the altar, I took a decision to give my life to God. I prayed to God that, God, I give you my life, and may you give me your spirit in return.
Let me pray. Holy Spirit,
moya ngcwele,
in Jesus' name,
ngegama lika Jesu,
you know their sincerity.
uyabazi ubuqiniso babo.
So now, right now, come upon them.
Manje ke icela phezu kwabo.
As you said, as you give, you'll be giving back to you.
Njengoba ushilo ukuthi mawunikela
So
kuzophinde kuyiswe.
they are giving their lives and fill them up
Ukuthi ubagcwalise
with your presence.
ngobukhona bakho.
Receive, my friend.
And it was at that moment, at the front, while I was praying to God, and I told God that I will not leave this place without your spirit. As your word says, give and it will be given to you. I decided to give my life to God, to give my all, to surrender my heart, to surrender my thoughts, to surrender everything to God. And that's where the Spirit of God came upon me. And all the doubts were removed from my mind. And I had the assurance that God is inside of me. His Spirit is inside of me.
I was not in sin and not doing wrong, but the doubt was impeding me from receiving the Holy Spirit. I said, God, until when? It's been too long now. While I had all these problems inside of me. So I'm surrendering all. God, I'm not going to leave this place without your Holy Spirit today. It is now or never. I sought God with all my heart, with all my mind, with everything of my might. And it was there that he came inside of me. While I was praising him, while I was praying to him, his Spirit came inside of me, and God said to me that I am his daughter. He is with me. He has chosen me. From that moment on, I desired to have everyone around me, even the people in the holy ground and those who are out there, to receive the same Spirit that I received inside of me. That day, my husband, was the day that God gave his all to us.
As we gave to him, he also gave to us his Spirit.
Even though it has been a short period since we received the Holy Spirit, this short period cannot compare to the 17 years that I did not have the Holy Spirit.
Even though we had everything, materially speaking, but God has blessed us with the most important, his Spirit.
And today we are living the best that God has to give to us. And we know the secret. When we give our all to God, God gives his all to us.
A new beginning in our lives started at the holy ground.